There's a fascinating dynamic between men and women that goes far beyond the surface level attraction. It's a dance of emotions, values, and deeper psychological truths. Have you ever wondered what really makes a man fall? Not just for a moment, but deeply and enduringly? It's not merely about appearances or fleeting charm. It's about behaviors, subtle yet powerful, that ignite devotion, respect, and an unshakable connection. Today, we delve into these transformative behaviors that captivate a man's heart and soul, offering insights into what builds lasting bonds. To understand this, we must first acknowledge the profound ways in which these behaviors resonate with a man's deepest instincts and desires. Men are drawn to certain characteristics not just because they're pleasant or attractive, but because they tap into their core identity, what they value, what they seek in life, and what they hope to find in a partner. These behaviors are not manipulative tactics, but reflections of authentic emotional intelligence, grounded in self-awareness and mutual respect. Confidence is not merely a state of mind, it is an undeniable presence, a force that commands attention and respect without the need to demand it. When a woman embodies self-confidence, she is not simply showcasing a trait, but reflecting an internal alignment, a deep understanding of her value that transcends the superficial. Men are profoundly drawn to this, not because confidence is loud or overpowering, but because it carries with it an unspoken assurance, a quiet yet resolute declaration that she knows who she is and what she stands for. To grasp why this is so compelling, consider the opposite: insecurity. Insecurity feeds a need for constant validation, approval, and external reassurance. It often manifests in behaviors that seek to please at the expense of authenticity, creating an unstable foundation for any relationship. Confidence, on the other hand, is stability. It says, "I am enough as I am. I do not need to chase approval, nor will I compromise my integrity to gain it." That message resonates deeply with men because it creates a dynamic where the connection is based on mutual respect rather than dependency or imbalance. Self-confidence, however, is not arrogance or self-centeredness. It's not about proclaiming superiority or diminishing others. True confidence is grounded in humility and self-awareness. It acknowledges flaws and imperfections without letting them define one's worth. A confident woman understands that she is a work in progress, as everyone is, but she approaches life with the belief that she is capable of growth, adaptation, and overcoming challenges. This belief radiates outward, creating an aura that is magnetic. For men, this type of confidence is particularly appealing because it aligns with their innate desire for a partner who can stand beside them as an equal. A confident woman is not afraid to express her thoughts, challenge ideas, or hold her ground when necessary. She doesn't shy away from difficult conversations or retreat into passivity. Instead, she engages with the world around her and with the relationship itself with a sense of purpose and conviction. And this dynamic fosters a sense of admiration, not only for her confidence, but for the strength of character it represents. Moreover, confidence inspires trust. A man feels secure with a woman who is self-assured because he knows she won't be easily swayed by external pressures or internal doubts. She is reliable, not in the sense of predictability, but in the sense that her actions are guided by principles rather than whims. This stability becomes a cornerstone of the relationship, creating a foundation where both partners can grow and thrive without fear of sudden shifts or unspoken resentments. What's more, confidence in a woman often serves as a mirror, reflecting back to a man his own potential. When he sees her pursuing her goals, standing firm in her beliefs, and embracing her individuality, he is inspired to do the same. Her confidence becomes a catalyst for his growth, challenging him to rise to her level and encouraging him to embrace his own strengths and capabilities. This dynamic creates a partnership that is not only emotionally fulfilling, but intellectually stimulating and personally transformative. Confidence is also deeply tied to authenticity. A confident woman doesn't feel the need to wear masks or pretend to be someone she's not to gain acceptance. She embraces her true self, including her quirks, vulnerabilities, and unique traits. This authenticity is refreshing and liberating because it creates a space where others, including her partner, feel free to be themselves as well. In a world often dominated by superficiality and pretense, this level of genuineness is rare and invaluable. The way a confident woman carries herself, the choices she makes, and the way she interacts with the world around her all speak volumes. She walks into a room not to seek attention, but to bring value. She communicates not to impress, but to connect. She invests in herself, not out of vanity, but out of a commitment to becoming the best version of who she can be. This dedication to self-improvement is inspiring and contagious, drawing others toward her and leaving a lasting impression. Confidence, then, is not a single quality, but a mosaic of traits: self-awareness, authenticity, humility, resilience, and purpose that together create a powerful and undeniable presence. For men, this presence is not just attractive, it is transformative. It invites them into a relationship that is not defined by neediness or imbalance, but by mutual growth, respect, and the shared pursuit of something greater. It's a testament to the power of knowing one's worth and living in alignment with it, creating a dynamic that is as compelling as it is enduring. Emotional intelligence is a profound and deeply impactful quality, one that defines the very nature of human connection. It's not just a skill, but an art, a way of understanding oneself and others in a manner that transcends superficial interactions and dives into the depths of what it means to be truly seen and understood. For men, the presence of emotional intelligence in a woman is not merely appealing, it is transformative. It creates an environment where vulnerability becomes a strength rather than a liability, and where trust can flourish without fear of betrayal or misunderstanding. At its core, emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, understand, and manage emotions effectively. It is the capacity to navigate complex emotional landscapes with grace and authenticity rather than being overwhelmed or dictated by them. For a woman, this means she can engage with her emotions without becoming consumed by them. She knows when to express herself, how to communicate her feelings constructively, and when to step back and reflect. This balance is not only rare, but profoundly compelling, as it fosters clarity and stability in relationships. When a man encounters a woman with emotional intelligence, he experiences a sense of relief, a kind of emotional safety that is difficult to articulate, but undeniably powerful. This safety comes from her ability to listen, not just to his words, but to the unspoken nuances of his emotions. She hears what isn't said, understands what lies beneath the surface, and responds with empathy rather than judgment. This creates a space where he feels understood in a way that is both rare and deeply valued, encouraging him to open up in ways he may not have believed possible. The strength of emotional intelligence lies in its authenticity. A woman who embodies this quality is not playing games or manipulating outcomes. She is being real. She expresses her emotions in ways that are genuine and honest, but also measured and thoughtful. This doesn't mean suppressing feelings or avoiding difficult conversations. It means approaching them with a sense of purpose and care. She knows how to articulate her needs and desires without demanding or pressuring, allowing for dialogue rather than conflict. This approach fosters mutual respect and paves the way for a relationship built on trust and understanding. Men are particularly drawn to emotional intelligence because it reflects maturity and self-awareness. It signals that she has done the work of understanding herself, her triggers, her patterns, her strengths, and her vulnerabilities. This self-awareness allows her to navigate challenges with composure and resilience, rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. She doesn't shy away from accountability or responsibility. Instead, she embraces them as opportunities for growth. This level of emotional maturity is not only admirable, but deeply attractive, as it sets the stage for a partnership that is both stable and dynamic. Furthermore, emotional intelligence is a catalyst for growth, not just for herself, but for those around her. When a man is in the presence of a woman who demonstrates this quality, he is inspired to deepen his own emotional understanding and communication. Her ability to navigate her emotions with wisdom and grace challenges him to do the same, creating a dynamic where both partners are continually learning and evolving. This mutual growth strengthens the relationship, making it more resilient and fulfilling over time. Another aspect of emotional intelligence that resonates deeply with men is the ability to create harmony in the relationship. This doesn't mean avoiding conflict or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. Rather, it means addressing issues with a sense of compassion and perspective. A woman with emotional intelligence can acknowledge and validate her partner's feelings without diminishing her own. She can approach disagreements with a focus on resolution rather than winning, seeking to understand rather than to blame. This approach fosters a sense of partnership and shared purpose, even in the face of challenges. The warmth and empathy that come with emotional intelligence are also profoundly comforting. Men often feel the pressure to be strong, to suppress their emotions, and to carry their burdens silently. In the presence of an emotionally intelligent woman, these walls begin to crumble. She offers a space where he can be vulnerable without fear of judgment, where he can express his fears and doubts without losing respect. This emotional freedom is not only healing, but empowering, allowing him to reconnect with parts of himself that he may have buried or ignored. Ultimately, emotional intelligence is about connection, deep, meaningful, and transformative connection. It's about seeing the humanity in another person, embracing their imperfections, and supporting their growth. For men, this quality is not just desirable, it is life-changing. It creates a relationship that is not defined by superficial attraction or fleeting passion, but by a profound sense of understanding and partnership. It is the foundation for a love that endures, built on the pillars of empathy, authenticity, and mutual respect. Femininity in its truest form is not a static or simplistic concept, but a dynamic and multifaceted expression of strength, grace, and authenticity. It is not confined to societal stereotypes or shallow presentations. Instead, it represents a profound and deeply human dimension of being. When a woman fully embraces her femininity, she creates a presence that is both captivating and inspiring. A presence that invites connection and evokes admiration in those around her. For men, this embodiment of femininity is particularly powerful as it resonates on an emotional and psychological level that transcends mere appearances or roles. The essence of femininity lies in its ability to nurture not only others, but also oneself. It is a force of creation and restoration, a way of being that seeks to bring harmony and beauty to the world. A woman who embraces her femininity does not see it as a limitation, but as a source of empowerment. She understands that her capacity to care, to empathize, and to build connections is not a weakness, but a profound strength. This understanding allows her to navigate relationships with a sense of purpose and depth, fostering a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. There's an authenticity to femininity that is deeply compelling. A woman who is comfortable with her feminine nature does not feel the need to conform to external expectations or suppress her true self to gain approval. Instead, she embraces her individuality, her quirks, her passions, and her vulnerabilities, allowing her inner light to shine without reservation. This authenticity creates a magnetic effect, drawing others toward her, not because she is trying to be noticed, but because her presence is genuine and unpretentious. Men are particularly drawn to this authenticity because it represents a kind of freedom. Freedom from pretense, from games, from the need to prove anything. In the presence of a woman who is unapologetically herself, a man feels liberated to be himself as well. This mutual authenticity creates a foundation for a relationship that is both honest and enduring. A relationship that thrives on trust rather than performance. What makes femininity so unique is its ability to balance strength and softness. A woman who embodies her feminine nature is not weak or passive. She is resilient, determined, and courageous. She can face challenges with grace and perseverance, drawing on an inner strength that is both unyielding and compassionate. At the same time, she is not afraid to be vulnerable, to show emotion, or to seek support when needed. This balance creates a dynamic that is both inspiring and relatable, as it reflects the complexity of human experience. For men, this balance is particularly meaningful because it challenges traditional notions of strength and vulnerability. In a society that often equates strength with stoicism and vulnerability with weakness, a feminine presence offers a new perspective. It shows that true strength lies not in suppressing emotion, but in embracing it. Not in isolation, but in connection. This perspective encourages men to redefine their understanding of themselves and their relationships, fostering a deeper sense of empathy and self-awareness. Femininity also carries with it a sense of intuition and emotional insight that is deeply impactful. A woman who embraces her feminine nature often has an innate ability to sense the needs and emotions of those around her. She can offer comfort, guidance, and understanding in ways that feel effortless yet profoundly meaningful. This intuition creates a sense of emotional safety and support that is invaluable in a relationship, allowing both partners to navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and confidence. Furthermore, femininity is inherently creative. It is a force that seeks to bring beauty, joy, and meaning to the world. A woman who embraces this aspect of her nature finds ways to express herself, whether through art, words, actions, or the way she approaches life itself. This creativity inspires those around her, encouraging them to see the world through a lens of possibility and wonder. For men, this creative energy is not only attractive, but also invigorating, as it adds a sense of vibrancy and excitement to the relationship. Finally, femininity is about connection. It is about building bridges rather than walls, fostering understanding rather than division. A woman who embraces her feminine nature seeks to unite rather than separate, to heal rather than harm. This focus on connection creates a relationship dynamic that is nurturing and supportive, allowing both partners to grow and thrive together. It is a reminder that at the heart of any relationship lies a shared humanity, a desire to love and be loved, to understand and be understood. Genuine warmth is a rare and precious quality in today's world, a world often characterized by detachment, cynicism, and superficiality. It's not merely a manner of being polite or friendly, nor is it something that can be feigned or manufactured. Genuine warmth is a deeply human expression of kindness, empathy, and connection. It arises from a place of authenticity, where the intention is not to gain, but to give, not to manipulate, but to connect. When a woman exhibits genuine warmth, it has the power to disarm, to comfort, and to inspire. It creates a space where others feel seen, valued, and safe. And for a man, this quality is nothing short of transformative. Warmth is an invitation. It is a signal to the world that you are approachable, that you are open to connection, and that you care. It's a rare quality because it requires a certain level of vulnerability. To be genuinely warm, one must be willing to risk rejection, to extend kindness without guarantees, and to meet others where they are without judgment. This openness is not easy. It requires courage and a deep sense of self-assuredness. Yet, when it is present, it is unmistakable and profoundly impactful. For a man, encountering genuine warmth in a woman is often a revelation. It cuts through the layers of defense and guardedness that so many of us carry. It speaks to something primal, something deeply embedded in the human psyche, a longing for connection, for understanding, for kindness. In the presence of such warmth, a man feels an immediate sense of comfort, as if he stepped into a sanctuary amidst the chaos of the world. It is not a feeling that can be easily dismissed or forgotten. It lingers, reshaping his perspective on what it means to truly connect with another person. Genuine warmth does not come from a place of obligation or expectation. It is rooted in authenticity. A woman who radiates this quality is not trying to impress or manipulate. She is simply being herself. She offers her warmth because it is an integral part of who she is, not because she expects something in return. This lack of ulterior motives is incredibly freeing. For a man, it creates a dynamic where he feels he can let his guard down, where he can be himself without fear of judgment or ridicule. It is a rare gift, one that fosters trust and encourages vulnerability. What makes genuine warmth so compelling is its ability to create a sense of safety. In a world where many relationships are transactional or conditional, warmth offers a reminder that there are still spaces where one can be accepted and valued simply for being. This sense of safety is not to be underestimated. It allows for deeper conversations, for honest expressions of emotion, and for the kind of connection that transcends the superficial. For a man, this sense of safety is particularly powerful, as it provides an opportunity to explore parts of himself that he may have hidden or suppressed. Genuine warmth is also contagious. It inspires those around it to respond in kind, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens connections and fosters mutual respect. When a man experiences this warmth, he is often inspired to reciprocate, to open up, and to engage in a way that he might not have otherwise. It's a reminder of the potential for goodness and kindness in human relationships, and it challenges him to be a better version of himself. But genuine warmth is not just about kindness or friendliness, it's also about presence. A woman who exhibits this quality is fully present in her interactions. She listens not just with her ears, but with her entire being, giving her undivided attention and showing that she values the person in front of her. This level of presence is incredibly rare and deeply impactful. It communicates respect, empathy, and a willingness to understand. For a man, this presence is a gift, one that makes him feel valued and appreciated in a way that few things can. Perhaps most importantly, genuine warmth fosters hope. It reminds us that amidst the challenges and hardships of life, there is still room for kindness, for connection, for love. It's a quality that speaks to the very best of what it means to be human, and it calls us to rise to that standard. For a man, encountering such warmth is often a turning point. It challenges him to let go of cynicism, to embrace vulnerability, and to strive for deeper, more meaningful connection. Warmth is not a sign of weakness, it is a profound strength. It requires a deep understanding of oneself and an unwavering commitment to authenticity. It is the ability to extend kindness without expectation, to offer connection without conditions, and to be fully present without pretense. For a man, this quality is not just attractive, it is transformative. It creates a relationship dynamic that is rooted in mutual respect, trust, and love. A dynamic that has the potential to grow and evolve in ways that are truly extraordinary. In exploring these behaviors, we aren't just uncovering what makes relationships work, we're diving into the deeper truths about human connection. These qualities transcend societal norms or fleeting trends. They touch on something enduring and timeless about what it means to truly know and be known by another person. This journey is not about adopting a checklist of behaviors to manipulate or impress. It's about understanding how authenticity, emotional depth, and mutual respect create bonds that endure. It's about learning to navigate the intricacies of connection with a sense of purpose, integrity, and mutual growth. What draws a man to these behaviors isn't superficial attraction, it's a recognition of something profound, a resonance that aligns with his values and aspirations. In embracing these qualities, a woman doesn't just captivate a man's heart, she inspires him to grow, to commit, and to cherish the connection they share.